Now, I am not a concrete worker, concrete contractor, mason. I'm a software guy, but I'm not afraid to work. And this here was kind of all covered in dirt, and I need to shore up that because this post was leaning that way. I've got to come along on it, pulling it over, and I think it will be level when I release it. So I already tested that, and I think it's going to be fine, but I want to leave that on there just to make sure. So now what I want to do is guide the water towards the drain, but I also want it to be lower than that right there. So I want the water that comes off the roof here to be able to run off and go in there ideally. But I want anything that comes this way to bank in there instead of heading down this way. Now, this is dirt that primarily I dug out of right here. There was a big pile of dirt over here, and the concrete contractor said he wasn't going to need to form anything up, but in his defense, there was dirt there, so maybe you were just going to slice it with a shovel or something. I didn't really like that, but in any case, now down there, this is the row of rubble that I dug out. Now this here was from the concrete that was left over there. I pulled the big pieces, kind of like, I don't know, softball size, and bigger is in the middle of the driveway, basically boulders on the left over there. But these are the small pieces that I figured were, maybe useful as gravel. And then I don't know what I was digging out after that. I can't remember. But now this all came out of the apron and sidewalk. And I started with the heavy stuff. Actually, this came out of the sidewalk. And then, and maybe even that did too. But, and I can't remember, that's probably also sidewalk area. But as I went down the apron, you can see that I got down to dirt more. Now, the blacktop that had been cut up, I think they hauled away everything that they cut up out of the sidewalk that had been blacktopped. And this is what's left over from that area that was cut and trenched. Now, I just finished cleaning this up, and I know that the concrete contractor said that he was going to go for 4 inches, so that's a 3.5 inch piece there, and this has got some seriously tamped down crush and run under it. The blacktop that had been here was really in good shape, so I think that this here is really, I have to go at it with a pickaxe and scrape away an inch and like make a crosshatch pattern in order to try and get chunks of this out of here. So I think I'm fine with it the way it is. Now we got a step down here, and this is soft and mushy over here. So you can see that when I step here, it's wet, and that's from the rain we've had, but also that this is not got crush and run under it. This is where this spot here is where the concrete was broken in this area. It was good and solid up here, so maybe it was a problem of moisture down here. So and this is where all the water is going to run, and I want to make sure that this is taken care of so that this mushy area down here, I guess it maybe needs a lot of gravel. So we've got stuff to work with, and hopefully we can make sure it's done right. So the guy, I started, I don't know, at 10 or 11 this morning. It was probably 10 o'clock. I said I was going to be over here for an hour, and I wanted to just get the water out of there, which was a puddle. And now it's 6 o'clock. Granted, I talked to some neighbors, but it was less than an hour of wasted time. So I don't know how in the world they could have gotten this done, because I just got the stuff out of here. Now you got to put it back in order to get a gravel base. So I don't know how in the world this could have all been done in 2.5 hours. Granted, you know, there are two guys, I'm one, but I think I've set things up so that they can take care of it in 2.5 hours tomorrow.